Hi, I'm Steve Dinan. Welcome to CarBahn Videos. CarBahn is a new company I started that makes high-performance parts for BMWs, Audis, Porsches, and Mercedes. You can visit our website at carbahn.com or social media on CarBahn Official. Welcome to CarBahn Videos. Today we're talking about G80 Stage 2 software with a heat exchanger and what that does for your car. So first off, I'm going to talk about how the OEM heat exchanger works. The BMW has stacked the engine radiator, the water heat exchanger for the intercoolers, air conditioning condenser, power steering cooler all in a pack in the front of the car. The problem with this is they all transfer heat into each other and make each one of the heat exchangers a little bit less efficient. The other problem is in order to modify to make it larger, there's a frame rail on each side, an upper radiator support, and then the bottom of the car where the lower panel is under the oil cooler down below it. So you only have so much real estate in which you can make this bigger if you want to get rid of more heat. The only solution is you can make it thicker, but then the airflow doesn't pass through it as well, and so it's just not as efficient as it could be if you made a different heat exchanger somewhere else. So let me show you what our solution to the problem was. At CarBahn, we added a remote heat exchanger in front of all the other heat exchangers. We also used very efficient core material from race car technology. It's used in Formula 1 and Indy cars and prototype cars. It's very lightweight. It transfers a lot more heat, and it's right up in front. The total surface area increase over the OEM heat exchanger, because we're leaving that one in, just adding this to it, is an additional 42% of cooling capacity. What this does is this reduces the charge air temperature, enables us to advance ignition timing, and add the mixture, and add a little bit more turbocharger boost safely to the engine so it won't break. So let me show you what the change is in power. This is the dyno graph for our Stage 2 software with heat exchanger on 93 octane fuel. This is OEM torque, this is CarBahn torque, OEM horsepower, CarBahn horsepower. As you can see, it goes from 471 on the stock torque to 547 on the CarBahn torque, a gain of 76 pound-feet. On the horsepower side, we have 484 stock and 602 on the CarBahn horsepower for a gain of 118. If we translate this to flywheel horsepower and flywheel torque, the stock flywheel horsepower is 591 from BMW and 734 from CarBahn. Stock torque is 575 and the CarBahn torque is 668. Now we can also add 100 octane fuel or a meth kit to this, and this will increase it even more. We don't need to increase the boost we put the meth kit on. We can put a meth kit on and it'll gain a significant amount of power without having to increase the boost, which still keeps the engine safe. So let's put that graph up there and we'll show you that next. I want to talk a little bit more about why the CarBahn heat exchanger is worth the investment. As I mentioned before, it's very light and very thermally efficient. Unfortunately, this racing style Formula 1 heat exchanger, the core material is very expensive, which makes the heat exchanger more costly, but it's well worth the money because of its efficiency and its lightweight. Now let's talk about how much power we can get out if we put 100 octane fuel in the car. Okay. This is OEM torque, CarBahn torque, OEM horsepower, CarBahn horsepower. As you can see at the rear wheel, we're going from 471 to 557, or a gain of almost 86 pound-feet of torque. On the horsepower side, we're going from 484 to 618, a gain of 134 horsepower at the rear wheels. At the flywheel, the stock horsepower is 591, and the new horsepower is 754. That's a gain of 163 horsepower with software and a heat exchanger. Pretty phenomenal. The torque goes from 575 to 679, or a gain of 104. We're producing over 750 horsepower, and because we're doing it in a safe way, we can offer you a factory matching warranty for 4 years and 50,000 miles, plus an extended warranty up to 100,000 miles, while still producing 750 horsepower. Quite a value.